Hague, owner of 72 Sold, joins us with more on what we can expect for the rest of the year. So good morning. It's always good to talk to you about real estate.
Scott, my pleasure. Great to be here.
So up a couple of percent in April. What has the real estate market gone up over this past year here?
Well, in terms of price appreciation, just over 20%.
I mean, that is unbelievable.
One zip code in particular went up over 40%.
Which one's that?
Paradise Valley, 85253.
PV, of course,
yes.
of course.
Yes.
So if you're sitting at home and you're thinking, well, I want to sell my house, and maybe April is a good month to do that, there are a lot of things to consider in this specific market because you have to make sure that you can afford to move to the next one and be able to get the next one with so many cash buyers out there. It's not easy, is it?
Yeah, no, and in my opinion, the Federal Reserve is not helping matters. Interest rates have gone up over 2% this year. Average home buyer, compared to 6 months ago, is paying about double the interest on a home to buy, which is making homes even less affordable. So really unfortunate, in my view, the way this is being approached, because it's not solving the inflation problem.
Yeah, and when you think about the real estate market, I mean, Arizona is so much unlike the rest of the country, isn't it?
It is.
So what do you suggest for people that are sitting at home thinking that they might want to sell because they can get more money for their house?
Yeah, well, first of all, don't sell because you're afraid the market's going to turn down, that you're going to lose money. That is, don't sell because you're afraid. Sell because you have a reason for selling. So you're moving across town, you want to be next to your parents or your kids or a grandkid. Downsizing, upsizing. If you have a reason for selling that isn't out of fear, you really should sell now and not wait 2 or 3 months, because rates are going to continue to go up. The Federal Reserve has said that. 6 more rate increases this year. That is going to make your home less affordable to buyers, so there'll be fewer buyers. And consequently, if you have a reason for selling, it's a great time to sell as compared to in 3 months.
But shouldn't you make sure you wrap up the next home the best you can before you sell?
Absolutely.
So you don't get locked out and you find yourself trying to find a rental, which is very difficult right now.
Exactly, and you know, as we talked about before the show, we have a stay in your home 6-month program, sell and stay up to 6 months. There's a lot of that out there right now to give people the time to find their next home. It's hard to buy a home if you haven't sold, because no seller wants to take an offer contingent on your home selling. But then you sell your home and it's like, oh my gosh, where am I going to go? So it's the ability to stay in your home after a closing is really what needs to be instituted by more companies to solve that problem, in my opinion.
In your opinion, what's going to happen the rest of 2022? I've heard, oh, the market's going to crash, you know, like it did in 2008, although it's a lot different scenario. I've heard that maybe things are just going to level off, but prices are going to remain high. What do you think?
Well, first of all, the housing market is not going to crash. The problem right now in housing is not too much demand, it's not enough supply. There is so little supply that regardless of what the Federal Reserve does, regardless of how interest rates go, don't be afraid the housing market's going to crash, because it's not. Number one. Number two, homes are going to become less affordable. Home values will continue to go up. Interest rates will go up, so you have the double whammy. So again, in my view, if you're thinking about buying, buy now. And you say, gosh, I could have gotten 3% a few months ago and now it's 5%. Okay, that's better than 7%, which is where you're going to be in a few months.
Oh, it's hard to believe that it can go that high. Well, Greg, it's always great talking to you. Thank you so much. And, you know, with 100 people moving here every day, that supply is going to probably continue to stay low, don't you think?
It is, and that's why right now, if you're thinking about selling, you've got a great time to do it. And if you're thinking about buying, don't wait.
All right. Greg, thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott.
Always good talking to you.